Good afternoon and welcome to the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation's virtual More Than a Pink Ribbon Awards event. My name is Reba Hollingsworth. I am a news anchor at WTVR CBS 6. I am so pleased to MC this event today. Breast cancer is a disease near to my heart. My best friend and colleague Stephanie Rochon was passionate about telling the stories of breast cancer survivors through her monthly Buddy Check 6 reports. When Stephanie died of cancer, I was honored to continue her legacy. I am proud that WTVR's Buddy Check 6 was the recipient of VBCF's first More Than a Pink Ribbon Community Champion Award in 2019. Well, we are here to recognize the start of National Breast Cancer Awareness Month and celebrate accomplishments in breast cancer education and advocacy right here in Central Virginia. VBCF was planning to hold an in-person event this year. However, with the surge of COVID-19 cases due to the Delta variant, they decided to make it virtual to ensure everyone's health and safety. Well, thank you all for supporting the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation and this important cause. I know many of you watching today have likely been impacted by breast cancer either personally or know someone close to you who has experienced this disease. So before we begin, I would like us to observe a moment of silence, both to remember our loved ones taken too soon by breast cancer and to honor all those currently affected by a diagnosis. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to announce the premiere of a very special film made in honor of all Virginians diagnosed with breast cancer. This film was produced pro bono, free of charge, through an amazing donation of time and talent from several local partners. Fable Branding and Advertising for creating, writing, and producing this amazing concept. Stolen Moment Films for directing, filming, and editing. Alice Blue Studio for visual effects. Rainmaker Studios for voice talent and recording, and most of all, the local breast cancer survivors who star in this film. This passion project came together to raise awareness for the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation and the help it provides to all Virginians affected by this disease. Please enjoy She's a Real Hero.
Movies have taught us that superheroes leave their own lives behind to take on a new identity. But that's just Hollywood. That's not real. A real hero is one who doesn't leave her life behind. She leans into it. She embraces it. She is real. A superhero is given her powers. She doesn't earn them, but a real hero earns it. She has to find the power within her. Inside, she finds that strength to fight, that will to make change. Superheroes wear fancy costumes and masks, but a real hero reveals herself to the world, vulnerable. She wears no mask. The hero, the true hero, is not the one with superhuman strength. She's the one who finds her own strength, her own power. She's a fighter. She's a warrior. She is fierce, yes, but she's no superhero. She's a real hero, and she's only just begun to fight.
Wow, what a powerful video. Hello, I'm Salou Astrick, the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation board president and a breast cancer survivor. A huge thank you again to Fable Branding and all the pro bono partners who made She's a Real Hero possible. It is such a beautiful representation of everyday breast cancer warriors, survivors, and thrivers, and the daily strength it takes for the journey, and a great way to focus on why we're here today. When I was first diagnosed with breast cancer, a good friend of mine introduced me to the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation. I found the website was a great resource for reliable and useful information. I was particularly interested in the genetic testing because there's a lot of breast cancer in my family, and I was concerned about my daughter's health. I am forever grateful for Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation, and I am honored to serve the organization. Thank you for joining us for our virtual second annual More Than a Pink Ribbon Awards. We are excited to celebrate the accomplishments and contributions made to the breast cancer community here in Virginia, even if we cannot be together in person. I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsors who have made this year's awards possible and have been so gracious in pivoting with us to a virtual event. First, our thanks to our event hero presenting sponsor, Exact Sciences. Exact Sciences has been our presenting sponsor since the event's inception, and we are so appreciative of their support over the years. Exact Sciences Oncotype DX test helps identify which women with early stage estrogen receptor positive invasive breast cancer are most likely to benefit from adding chemotherapy to their hormonal treatment. Because all breast cancer is unique, understanding tumor biology can help patients with their doctor's personalization of their treatment plans. Thank you, Exact Sciences. In addition, the Virginia Cancer Institute is our champion sponsor. Founded in 1981, VCI is one of the premier medical oncology practices on the East Coast and provides cutting-edge cancer care in the greater Richmond area. Thank you, VCI. Our ambassador sponsor is Myriad Genetics. Thank you for your continued support. And I am grateful for all the sponsors of today's virtual award event listed here. Their support helps make the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation's work possible. Please note that registrants received an event packet email with information about each of these sponsors, which is also available on our website. And finally, today's virtual event would not have been made possible without the generous media sponsorship of WTVR Channel 6 News. A huge thank you to Stephen Hayes, General Manager, and Reba Hollingsworth, our wonderful MC. Your work and wonderful commitment to the breast cancer community is so appreciated. And now we'll hear from Katie Sawyer, our Executive Director, about our 30-year history.
The Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation began in 1991 when 5 women met in an MCV support group. They were frustrated by the lack of state and local resources available for women with breast cancer. They founded VBCF with the mission to educate, advocate, eradicate. 30 years later, we are still working on behalf of all Virginians impacted by this disease. One of VBCF's first events was a Mother's Day rally at the state capitol to urge legislators to focus more funding on screening and treatment for breast cancer. Our advocacy work has never stopped. We continue to advocate for improvements to state and national healthcare policies that make a difference for Virginia's breast cancer patients and their loved ones. We train volunteer advocates to speak up and speak loudly. VBCF hosts an annual state breast cancer advocacy day at the General Assembly and organizes volunteer advocates to participate in the National Breast Cancer Coalition's Lobby Day. These efforts keep the pressure on our elected officials to make sure breast cancer continues to be in the spotlight as a public health issue. VBCF's advocacy accomplishments in the last 30 years include support for passing Medicaid expansion so that all Virginians can get the cancer screenings and treatment they need, regardless of ability to pay. Since the 2018 expansion, over 450,000 Virginians have enrolled. Supporting the Department of Defense Breast Cancer Research Program, which has funded $3.9 billion in breast cancer research since 1993, with $45 million in grants to Virginia's research institutions. Creating Virginia's Every Woman's Life program so women in need can receive their annual cancer screenings free of charge. Requiring insurance coverage for breast reconstruction. Ending drive-through mastectomies by requiring a 48-hour hospital stay. Establishing Virginia's breast density notification law. We were the 3rd state in the nation to pass a law requiring women to be notified of their breast density, as cancer in dense breast tissue is similar on 2D mammograms. Requiring health insurance to cover oral chemo drugs at the same rate as IV chemotherapy. And recently, VBCF was the only cancer organization in Virginia to support medical marijuana, which cancer patients may find beneficial for nausea suppression, appetite stimulation, anxiety, and more. One of the founding reasons for the creation of VBCF in 1991 was the lack of education in the general public around breast cancer. For this reason, we remain committed to educating communities across the Commonwealth about breast cancer. Our Breast Health Basics brochures and our Breast Health door hanger cards are available in both English and Spanish and are free of charge to anyone in Virginia. We send out tens of thousands of brochures every year. VBCF provides breast health education all over the state through virtual and in-person presentations given by VBCF staff and volunteers, and through community events and health fairs. Our Stay Abreast presentation is updated with the latest information on breast cancer statistics, risk factors, and what individuals can do to reduce their risk. We offer our education programs to anyone in Virginia, from people hosting family reunions to faith-based groups to schools and major corporations. Since our start, we've been sharing the latest breast cancer news and resources through our One Voice newsletter, and when email came along, we added our e-news. Our blog also highlights VBCF's take on current events as they relate to healthcare and breast cancer. Over the last 30 years, VBCF has received many questions, just like these and more. Our mission is to provide the very best information and tools from trusted sources to help answer them. We search out the latest and most helpful resources to share and find new ways to share them through one-on-one phone assistance, by mail, on our website, social media, e-news, newsletter, and blog, and now with virtual technology. Our first guide for the newly diagnosed was developed in 2002 and is updated regularly with the latest information. Key resources include how to find a clinical trial, patient navigators in every region of the state, local support groups in your area, how to deal with physical changes after breast cancer treatment, and more. Other resource guides we offer include ones for survivors, caregivers, and most recently, we've gathered resources to help members of the LGBTQ+ community better understand their breast cancer risk, issues around diagnosis and treatment, finding a treatment team, and emotional support. All of these resources are available on our website, as well as by mail. Starting in 2020, to adapt to the new challenges of COVID, VBCF has produced almost a dozen educational webinars that are available on our website to watch at any time. Topics include health insurance options, breast cancer and heart health, treatment updates in metastatic breast cancer, and more. Each year, more than 7,100 Virginians receive a breast cancer diagnosis, and there are approximately 1,100 deaths each year from this disease in our state. We know how overwhelming a diagnosis of breast cancer can be, and we will continue to be a one-stop resource for all Virginians affected by this disease. While we wish our work was no longer needed, we remain steadfast in our ongoing commitment to eradicate breast cancer.
Thank you, Katie. Now on to the reason we're here today. The Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation lives by the motto, breast cancer is more than a pink ribbon. The word ribbon represents all that breast cancer encompasses. Yes, it's about screening and detection, but breast cancer is complicated, both physically and emotionally. It's about family history, hard decisions about treatment and reconstruction, and it impacts loved ones as well as the patient on the breast cancer journey. While we all appreciate the awareness that is raised by pinking both people and products during October, we know that there is more to combating breast cancer than just wearing a pink ribbon. VBCF strives to turn awareness into action, just like our awardees today. Each of them has made an important contribution to help Virginians tackle this difficult disease. Their accomplishments give us hope and energy moving forward as we continue our work to eradicate breast cancer.
Hello, again, I'm Katie Sawyer, Executive Director of VBCF. I'm excited to begin our presentation with the Legislative Impact Award, which honors an individual or group who's made significant contributions to Virginia's breast cancer community in the legislative arena. To present this award, I'll introduce Marilyn Miner, VBCF board member, breast cancer survivor, and volunteer advocate extraordinaire. Marilyn?
Thank you, Katie. I'm pleased to announce that the 2021 Legislative Impact Award goes to the Honorable A. Donald McEachin. Congressman McEachin has represented Virginia's 4th District in the U.S. Congress since his election in 2016. Prior to his service in Congress, Representative McEachin served as a legislator in both chambers of Virginia's General Assembly. Representative McEachin is a leader on cancer-related issues and of breast cancer policy in particular. In Congress, he's been a steadfast supporter of the U.S. Department of Defense Breast Cancer Research Program. Since its inception in 1993, this innovative program invests the second highest amount of funds in breast cancer research after the National Cancer Institute and has brought over $45 million in grants to Virginia research institutions. This program has funded breakthroughs in treatments, diagnostics, and imaging, including the development of Herceptin to treat HER2-positive breast cancer, and the creation of 3D mammography, among others. Congressman McEachin has also been a co-sponsor for the Metastatic Breast Cancer Access to Care Act since its introduction back in 2017. This important bill would eliminate the waiting periods for Social Security and Medicaid benefits for those with metastatic breast cancer. Waiving these arbitrary waiting periods would allow patients to get the healthcare they need sooner and help lessen the stress and financial burden that they are now facing. Pre-COVID, I enjoyed sitting next to, in front of, or behind Congressman McEachin at our own Ebenezer Baptist Church. I've sorely missed seeing him. It has been my privilege for the past 4 years to travel to Capitol Hill to gain his support for breast cancer policies, including the Metastatic Breast Cancer Access to Care Act. Congressman McEachin is a champion for all Virginians affected by this disease, and so it is with great pleasure, and it is my honor to present the 2021 Legislative Impact Award to the Honorable A. Donald McEachin.
Thank you so much, and thank you for those kind words. Good morning to all of you who are watching this telecast. I want to thank you for inviting me to speak with you briefly, and I'm honored, deeply honored, to receive this award. As you all know, breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed form of cancer in women. And while in this year, more than 7,000 women in Virginia will receive a breast cancer diagnosis. Most of us, unfortunately, have been impacted by cancer, whether we personally struggled with the disease or watched a family member, friend, or loved one go through it. Breast cancer is a terrible, horrible, and deadly disease, but annual exams, cancer screenings, and immediate access to quality care are key to saving lives. And that's why I'm in Congress every day working hard to make our healthcare more affordable, increase access to preventive and routine care, and ensure that more Americans have the coverage that they need. It is also imperative that we continue to support our survivors with all the care that we possibly can bring to bear. I commend the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation for its incredible contributions and efforts to support women and men suffering from breast cancer. I will continue to advocate and fight for policies that bring solutions out of Congress to tackle cancer and related issues. And I know through our joint efforts, we will continue to make strides together and fight against this deadly disease. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you, Congressman McEachin, for all you've done for the breast cancer community and beyond. You've been a real cancer champion at both the state and national levels, and we appreciate all of your effort. I'm excited to present you with this award, and we'll put this into the mail to you shortly. Thanks. And now for VBCF's Community Champion Award. This award honors an individual, group, or organization that is working to support the breast cancer community and strengthen the resources available to Virginians.
To present this award, I'll turn it over to Tara Dowdani, BBCF Board Secretary and breast cancer survivor. Tara?
Thank you, Katie. I am honored to announce that the 2021 Community Champion Award goes to Cheryl Tankersley, owner of Planet Hair in Richmond. Cheryl describes herself as a wife, a mother, a Mimi, and an encourager. Cheryl opened Planet Hair Salon in 1997. In 2010, she began working with women with breast cancer and helping them with their hair loss needs by providing them with custom wigs. Now, more than 90% of her clients are women with cancer. Cheryl offers services for cancer patients in a private room inside her salon to make their experience the most comfortable she can. She provides a free consultation to help educate patients on what to expect and when to expect the hair loss to begin. She explains the different types of wigs and the benefits and drawbacks of each type, and most of all, Cheryl helps make it fun for women to shave their head and make their selections. As a breast cancer survivor, I know firsthand how emotional it can be to lose your hair during chemotherapy. Having Cheryl by your side as a calming, knowledgeable ally makes a huge difference. She radiates warmth and empathy and serves her clients in any way she's able to help. Her compassion goes beyond hair. It is with great pleasure that I present the 2021 Community Champion Award to Cheryl Tankersley of Planet Hair. Cheryl, would you like to share a few remarks?
I'm very honored, very humbled to accept this award. Working with women with breast cancer is my passion. It's my call, it's my ministry. I always say that the wig, the need for the wig is what brings them into me, but I feel that they come in because I want to offer them compassion, to give them hope, to reassure them that, girl, you can do this. It's much more than just getting a wig. That's how I look at it. I love what I do. I myself went through a health challenge in 2010 where I lost my hair, lost most of my hair and needed a wig. And I did not have the best experience. So when I felt led to go into this, I decided I was going to give these ladies the best experience that I could. And so I'm just honored every day that God gives me this opportunity to pour into their lives.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. All you're doing for the breast cancer community is amazing, and I really look forward to presenting you with this award in person soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Our final award today for Lifetime Achievement in Healthcare is given in memory of Sherry Kohlenberg, a dedicated healthcare administrator and VBCF co-founder who passed away from breast cancer in 1993. This award honors a healthcare professional who exhibits a deep and abiding commitment to ending breast cancer and goes above and beyond what is normally expected of a caring and competent professional working with breast cancer patients. To present this award, I'll introduce Kim Jennings, VBCF Board Vice President and breast cancer survivor. Kim?
Thank you, Katie. I am so thrilled to be here today to present the 2021 Sherry Kohlenberg Lifetime Achievement in Healthcare Award to my former physician, Dr. David Trent, who recently retired. I am forever grateful to Dr. Trent for his expertise, his wisdom and kindness as I was diagnosed and treated with cancer. I consider myself fortunate to have been treated by such an accomplished physician, and I'm honored to be here to tell you a little bit more about him. David Trent was born and raised in Union, Ohio. He received his BS in biology from the University of Cincinnati. He went on to receive his PhD in physiology and subsequently his medical degree from Virginia Commonwealth University School of Medicine, where he specialized in medical oncology. In 1992, he left VCU for private practice at Henrico Doctors Hospital. While at HDH, he helped found the Multidisciplinary Tumor Conference, which has met every Wednesday for nearly 30 years. This conference was the first of its type at HDH and brought together medical, surgical, and radiation oncology, radiology, pathology, and social services. These conferences include a case presentation of each newly diagnosed patient in order to create an optimal and individualized treatment plan. This multidisciplinary approach is now the standard of care for all cancer patients and continues to this day at HDA. Dr. Trent also served as the medical director of the Center for Breast Care at HDH and as a physician with the Virginia Cancer Institute from 1996 until his retirement earlier this year. Dr. Trent was voted a top doc in oncology by Richmond Magazine's readers 6 years in a row, and he also won the Bedside Manner Award from Our Health Virginia multiple times. It is with great pleasure that I present the 2021 Sherry Kohlenberg Lifetime Achievement in Healthcare Award to Dr. David Trent. Dr. Trent, would you like to make a few remarks?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much from the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation, and thanks to Dr. Deal for nominating me for this wonderful award. I'm very appreciative to the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation to receive this Lifetime Achievement Award. When you receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, you start thinking, what in the world could I have done that is worthy of a Lifetime Achievement Award? And I realized that my single biggest contribution to healthcare was participation in the Henrico Doctors multidisciplinary breast cancer team throughout the 1990s, 2000. For those of you not familiar with that, back in the 1990s, multidisciplinary breast cancer care was a novel concept. It was done at a few large universities, but it wasn't done at private community hospitals. Back in those days, patients went from one doctor to the next doctor, to the next doctor. The doctors sort of communicated, the patients sort of got a treatment plan, and it all went well, but it really was not the optimal way to do it. It was in 1994 at Henrico Doctors Hospital that the community-based oncologist adopted the plan of multidisciplinary cancer care. And at Henrico Doctors Hospital, the breast conference became the hallmark of multidisciplinary cancer care. It was received very well by all the doctors in the community. We had colleagues from radiation oncology, surgical oncology, radiology, social services. We had all the team members in one room talking about patients. This was truly novel back in those days. It's of course the standard of care today, and people wonder how we got along before that. But it was this particular concept that I was very involved with, and I believe that's what led to this lovely award for me today, a Lifetime Achievement Award. I can't imagine such a thing. On behalf of the entire Henrico Doctors Multidisciplinary Breast Cancer team, I thank you for this award. Thank you so much.
Well, Dr. Trent, we're so honored to give you this award. We're so excited to present you with it, both on behalf of all the individual breast cancer patients that you've helped and really for the wider community in making this a standard of care. I think it's just an amazing thing that you brought to Richmond, and really that's gone well beyond those borders. So thank you for that. And I look forward to presenting you with this award when we're able to meet in person. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was tremendous.
What an inspirational event. Thank you to each of the 2021 More Than a Pink Ribbon Award winners for being such an important part of Virginia's breast cancer community and the work done to combat this disease. That concludes our event. Thank you for joining us today for the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation's More Than a Pink Ribbon Awards. And please remember, if you or anyone you know needs assistance on their breast cancer journey, contact the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation or go to vbcf.org for support. Have a great day.